Hello, my name is David Wolowidnyk, and thank you for joining us on the BC Liquor Store YouTube channel. I'm a spirit educator, an award-winning bartender, and the resident cocktail stylist of Taste Magazine. 2020 has proven to be quite a challenging year for all of us, especially approaching the holidays. I'd love nothing more than to go hang out with all of my friends. However, keeping a tight social bubble is the responsible thing to do. I've come up with a plan, though, where I can still have that hangout in a virtual sense. I'm going to gift a cocktail. Pick up the magazine where I've written an article on some basic tips of batching cocktails. The idea is we can batch a cocktail and then pour it into a bottle just like this, 750 mils. I can then drop it off at a friend's house, make my way back home, and we can sip on the same cocktail together as we connect over Zoom or FaceTime. I'm also going to drop off a garnish, some dried pear, and maybe a little sprig of tarragon, so they don't have to think about even the garnish. Best part is, we can pour a cocktail today, put it back in the fridge, and it's good for the holiday season. This one is one of 3 recipes that I've put into the magazine, 2 contemporary and 1 classic. This one's appropriately named a Pear of Friends, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make it. It involves Havana Club 3-year-old rum, lemon juice, a good quality pear juice, a green tea, and a tarragon syrup. Well, the green tea, I took a cup of water, which is about 240 to 250 mils. I brought that to a boil, and I put in there 2 green tea bags for 2 minutes. Now that it's chilled and in a jar, ready for me to use. The tarragon syrup, equally as easy. Half a cup each of sugar and water. I put it on the stove to simmer. I picked up a clamshell of fresh tarragon. I'm going to reserve 1 sprig as a garnish, and I'm going to take the rest of that tarragon and put it right in to the hot syrup. I'm going to give that a little stir, and I'll let it steep, just like that, for about 15 minutes. You can go longer if you wish, but I'd say 15 minutes minimum. Well, luckily, I made some up earlier, so you don't have to wait that 15 minutes to see this being done. And the cocktail is as simple as now measuring out these ready ingredients. Now let's start off with the pear juice. The pear juice is going to be 250 mils, which is 8.5 fluid ounces. When I'm measuring larger amounts, I like using a larger measuring cup. It just reduces the number of times that I have to turn over this small measure and potentially lose count. So that's 250 milliliters or 8.5 fluid ounces of the pear nectar. Next up, the lemon juice. Now the lemon juice, I'm going to use a smaller portion because it says 3.7 fluid ounces or 110 milliliters. Right about there. Next up, the green tea. This one's just a little bit less than that. It's 3.4 fluid ounces, which is 100 milliliters. There we go, the green tea is in. Now for the tarragon syrup. The tarragon syrup is just slightly less than the lemon juice because I want this one to definitely sit slightly on the tart side. So this one is going to be 3 ounces or 90 milliliters. That's 2, and that's 3 right there. Perfect. And last but not least, this delicious Havana Club rum. A little bit of color on that. That color is because it's been sitting in an oak barrel for 3 years. This oak barrel's been used many times, so it doesn't impart a lot of color, nor does it impart a lot of flavor. but just that little accent is just enough to make it a delicious rum. Now this rum is going to be 6.75 fluid ounces, which is 200 milliliters. So once again, using my larger measuring cup, 200 milliliters is right there. And there we go. We have all of the ingredients that we need in there. I'm going to give it a stir. We put in the rum, we put in the lemon juice, the pear nectar, the green tea. Now I've made this many times, so I know it's the perfect balance. But if you wish, now would be the time to give it a little taste with a spoon. And if you prefer to change the balance a little sweeter or a little more tart, then you can do so by using the lemon juice or a little more of that tarragon syrup. Recipes are guidelines, but a measured cocktail is a balanced cocktail. This is just enough to put right inside a bottle just like this, 750 milliliters. Now I've pre-chilled this one earlier, so I'm going to show you how I would recommend serving it. We'll take some ice and in a nice Collins glass, fill it up. And we're going to measure 5 ounces. You see, a 5-ounce portion, there's 5 cocktails in here. Out of that 6.75 fluid ounces of rum, that equates to being 1.35 fluid ounces or 40 milliliters of alcohol per serving. So here we go with 2 ounces, 4 ounces, and 5 ounces. The perfect amount for this glass. And as I said earlier, the best part is I can put this back in the refrigerator and it's good throughout the holiday season. I'm going to take a nice little dried piece of pear to garnish. Actually, first I'll put the tarragon sprig in there. That tarragon just helps to accentuate those beautiful aromatics of that fresh herb. And put in there a little dried pear. Go on, stay down there. Perfect. And there you have it. A simple cocktail that you can gift to a friend this holiday season. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe and come back and join us for more of these great videos. See you soon.